In Harry Dunn's memory, a pavilion will be rebuilt. It's a welcome distraction from his family's legal fight.
He meant so much to us. He meant so much to the whole family.
Harry was killed in a collision with American Ansa Koulas last August after she left RAF Croton in Northamptonshire. She claimed diplomatic immunity and left the UK and was later charged with causing his death by dangerous driving. Harry's family claim the Foreign Office allowed her to go and are launching a private criminal prosecution against the Foreign Secretary, Dominic Raab.
We need this for everybody to know how the decisions were made and why they were not followed the procedure that's in guidelines they should have done. And for me to get some sort of justice and a bit of peace.
On September the 14th, a Foreign Office official texted a US official to say, "I think that now the decision has been taken not to waive immunity, there's not much mileage in us asking you to keep the family here. It's obviously not us approving of their departure, but I think you should feel able to put them on the next flight out." Harry's family claimed that Ansa Koulas left the next day.
There's a very clear rule that it's for the police to establish who has immunity. That rule was broken, and it constitutes, we allege, a very serious instance of misconduct in public office.
A spokesperson said the Foreign Secretary and Prime Minister have been clear with the US that the refusal to extradite Ansa Koulas amounts to a denial of justice and she should return. One legal commentator says it's unusual to bring a prosecution against a government minister.
The courts have said that's a high threshold. Even to get a summons issued, it's presumably even harder to prove it, and no doubt Mr. Raab will defend it and say that this is an abuse of the court's process and not something that the courts should be involved in.
In Harry's case, the Foreign Office is confident that they acted properly and lawfully throughout. But his family believe this needs to be tested in the courts. Lisa Dowd, Sky News, Northamptonshire.